And then when did an instrument come into play? Was that like a school thing, or were you were you the kid that really wanted to play the instrument outside of what the school was doing?
It took me a little bit. I actually started late. In my town, everyone started in 4th grade, and I started actually in 5th grade, a year later. And I was drawn to the saxophone immediately because of the range of it. I mean, it just grabbed me. The saxophone is, to me, it's so unique in that you essentially have the warmth of a clarinet or a reed instrument with the power of a trumpet, and you can pick where you want to be on that spectrum. I mean, it's just a huge sonic range, and I love that about the saxophone.
Okay, so that's a very mature answer to why saxophone. Were you thinking that in 5th grade, or was that something you discovered, like you felt it and it took some discovery to find it, or were you child prodigy here, or?
Definitely not a child prodigy. I'm definitely a late bloomer, but it took me a while to discover that about the saxophone, but something about the sound just drew me in and grabbed me, and I said, I have to, I love that, I wanted to play it. But I did want to start with drums, I wanted to start with drums, and my mom vetoed that because she said it would be too loud. And little did she know that once you start playing the saxophone correctly, it gets pretty loud often, not all the time, but that can get pretty loud too. So there were plenty of times, Michael, stop practicing, we're going to bed. No, I'm gonna keep practicing. Tons of that. So I just think any music parent knows. Yeah,
that's cool, man. So was the attraction to sax, was it demonstration type thing, or was it something you'd hear on the radio and from the sound of it? You know what I mean? Were you exposed to here's the instruments that you can learn, or was it, what's that, I want to learn that?
I think it was a mix of both. I was aware of all the different instruments just from being around music, but it was definitely something where once I learned I couldn't play drums, then I was like, okay, well, if I can't play drums, I want to play a wind instrument. And of those, I was like, I love the saxophone. I want to do that.